Here's a video from Inland Auditing Media. This guy does an excellent job. His name is Steve, I believe. And his editing and everything are totally professional in this video. I mean, it really looks great. I can't really add much to it. And what I really liked too was he came in and did a public records request, which is really good to establish business. Looking around at public records, public things is your right under Freedom of Information Act. And I know a lot of auditors like to say that they're news and media to try to establish legitimate business, which is fine, but the law already covers you to go in and inspect public records. And I like that he brought to light that the sign was basically unconstitutional. I don't like when governments try to put up signs that they suggest things and then the employees try to enforce it. The problem with that is when they have policies in place or little signs that they try to enforce, it's almost like conspiracy to violate rights, and you could pursue a Monell claim against them if they have a policy that violates rights. So it's pretty much a fine line in there. I like that he also was protecting his Fourth Amendment, because I don't know why those government agents feel like they can pry into your privacy and test, like they're basically auditing and testing your Fourth Amendment. And it would be a little bit of Fifth Amendment, because they say, you know, how would we identify you if you committed a crime? It's like, well, why would you give any, you know, evidence against yourself or part of your identity, crime or not? You shouldn't, you know, give anything in case something happens. You have your complete right to privacy and your complete First Amendment to walk into these public buildings. And it's discrimination that they singled him out for a little bit for photography and a little bit for what he was wearing. I mean, the idea that the government is the fashion police is pretty odd. So great video. Go to Inland Auditing Media, and here's the video.
Alright guys, it's February 21st, 2023. I'm in the city of Pasco, Washington, Franklin County. We're at the Franklin County Public Utilities District. We're gonna see if they respect our right to film in public and do a public records request. Alright guys, this is the Franklin County PUD. Let's go in and see if they respect our rights to film in public. Hello. How can I help you? Could I please get a public records request form? Thank you.
Let me find one for you.
Okay, thanks. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's just like any other signs. They don't have any like statute associated with it. So.
Well, that's nice. It does say though that you should remove that if you see an.
Oh yeah, I saw it.
Okay, and may I ask why you're not wanting to comply with that?
Because it's not a lawful sign. You have to have an RCW or Washington Administrative Code next to it. Otherwise, I could say, I could wear a sign that says all men that fit your description have to shave their head bald. You wouldn't do that because there's no authority behind it.
Oh, okay. You do know that it's not based off of that. It's for our security, right? So that if it was a burglar, you're within your right to copy that. But I mean, you're obviously being recorded as well as we speak. But if you were to then decide to rob us, we'd have no identity, right?
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Right.
And I'm also, since you're a government agency and I have a Fourth Amendment right to create my own privacy in public, you have no right to identify me unless I have done something. So if you want to call the cops and just take this from 1 to 10 right away, we can do that.
No,
Yes, please.
Yeah.
We were just wanting and hoping that you'd be courteous. But if you don't want to,
No.
okay.
Yeah, no way. Not going to happen.
Okay.
All right. We good here? Freedom? Freedom's good?
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Yes, sir. Keep it record away. Absolutely.
Yeah. All right.
Have a good one.
You too.
Okay, right now it's only $64.92. Did you want to apply more?
Hello.
Okay, yeah.
Are you the manager of the
I
pub?
just wanted to make sure.
No.
You're not. Okay.
I'll give you a receipt with the credit on it.
Okay, thank you. You too, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Have a good one.
You do as well.
Receipt's on its way. You have a good one.
I did have a quick question actually
Yeah,
for you.
absolutely.
I don't know how the hierarchy works here, but if there is like a manager or supervisor, I'm not sure how your PUD works, but is there one available I could talk to?
Yeah, may I let them know what it is about?
Yeah, it's about that sign.
About the sign that says to kindly remove your hat and your glasses?
It doesn't say kindly, it says to remove it.
I was being kind.
Oh, fair enough, yeah.
Yes. May I give him a name?
Yeah. Gandalf.
Gandalf?
Yeah,
Gandalf the Great?
yep. The
Absolutely.
white.
The
getting
white?
older. I'm getting older now.
Oh,
If you
okay.
saw my goatee under this, you'd see a whole bunch of white hair, but you know. I'm
Yeah,
not
okay.
myself in that regard.
All
so.
right, absolutely. Yeah, let me see if I can get a hold of it.
Thanks, appreciate it. We all right on that sign thing now? Good to go on that? Big cheese a little salty.
And whenever you're ready, Messi at 26. Okay, I think I'll have her, you know, and then I'll do, yeah. Okay, sorry. Thank you.
Yes.
This is Steve. He'll be helping you with
Hey
it.
Steve, how's it
How are
going?
you? Good.
Good.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Okay, if I come back here?
Yeah, I'll bring you back here.
Okay, fair enough.
Chair.
Hey, thanks for making time for me. I appreciate it. Are you one of the commissioners?
No,
Okay.
the commissioners aren't on site.
Okay, fair enough. I wasn't sure. I don't know how it all works. I'm sure probably every PUD has a little bit different way of going about things. I was just curious. I was up there getting public records requests. I was waiting, and somebody was saying I had to take my hat and glasses off. So
Well, I think because of the, you know, what goes on in this world, it's
sure, I
just
get
for
that.
safety reasons.
I mean, obviously, I can't compel you. You guys have commissioners and they're elected officials, and
Yeah.
it is what it is. That's how it works, right? I just wanted to pass along a recommendation. Honestly, I think that should just be taken down. I mean, or we request, maybe put that on there, something like we request that you remove your, because you know, then somebody, if they're going to take it off, they're going to take it off. Honestly, most people will. You're probably going to get 99.9% of people will.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, too, it's a bit hypocritical when you've got two people working in there with their hat on, right? I mean,
Sure.
that's part of it too. So, just a recommendation, like I said.
Well, I appreciate it.
You guys work for commissioners, and
Yeah, is there anything, you know, you need me to help you with? Or?
no, I'm good. That was it.
Did you do a records request?
I got the form. Thank you
Okay.
very much for printing that out. Some places don't like to square that away, and you guys were right on top of
Well,
it.
we, you know, that's our duty. I mean, we need to follow the state RCW, and
Hey,
we do.
that's awesome. What was your name again?
Steve.
Steve.
Yeah.
I really appreciate hearing that, Steve, because
Yeah.
you know it's kind of a mixed bag. You go to certain places, and the tyranny response that you get from public employees is just like it pushes you back, and you're like, what is happening? And then you run across great people like yourself. The coroner over in Benton County, same way, exactly the same way as you. He's just like, hey, you know, we're here to do this. We work for the public, and they're very cordial and polite, and I appreciate that. That's really great.
Yeah, well, if there's anything you need me to walk around, show you here inside, you know, this little area, I can do that. But
would love to do that, actually, if you don't mind.
Just in the lobby area.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, I already did that. Yeah, no problem. I get it.
Okay.
I mean, you guys have restricted access areas. I totally get that. So, in light of you being so cordial and just so great at your job here, I go around the country and do stress tests on the government and just see how they comply with, depending on the state. You know, Montana has the Montana codes annotated, Washington has the RCWs, and different statutory bodies. And I just go around and make sure that everybody's above board. And so far, Benton and Franklin have been great. So I've only had a couple things pop up, and other than that, it's been wonderful. So
no, I appreciate your input on that too.
Yeah,
because I mean, it does seem hypocritical in some ways, but
sure.
You know, I know people are wearing hats. It's for so people recognize them when they're out in the field.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Got it.
so
That
they
makes
understand it's Franklin PD coming there.
Gotcha.
Read their meter, do whatever work.
Fair enough. Okay, cool. Well, hey, I really appreciate your time, Steve. Thank you very much.
And what was your name again?
Steve, as well.
Okay.
I said Gandalf initially, but